Hi, I'm Mahone of teaquilts, and here I'm just showing how you can determine if a fabric will be suitable for stack and whack. And here I have this print that's from Belize Bloom from the Michael Miller fabric line. And so one way to determine that whether or not something is suitable for stack and whack is to look at how full is the pattern in comparison to the background, because you don't want a whole lot of background space that's plain in a fabric that you're going to choose for stack and whack. So one thing that I do is that I tend to put my hand on the fabric, and if my four fingers cover up everything, then I will not use it for stack and whack. So you can see that when I put my hand down, for the most part, it's not covering up any one particular thing completely. The second thing you have to that is really important with a fabric used for stack and whack is to determine the repeat size. And so I'm kind of really close up with my fabric, so I'm trying to zoom out here, and you have to bear with me for size. But when I touch this fabric here, and then I go straight down the line, my fabric repeat is here. And so that's pretty far. So what I do is I will measure from one tip of that repeat all the way to the other tip of the repeat. And that lets me know my fabric repeat. Now this is a fairly large fabric repeat, and I have not measured it. But that will determine how many yards of fabric that you need. Say that your fabric is 12 inches for a repeat. You may need to double that depending on how many repeats of the fabric you need for your particular pattern that you're trying to use. One thing that I really like to use if you're not comfortable determining whether or not a fabric will be okay for stack and whack is to get a quilt block design mirror. And basically what came in this package, and it's from Collins, is a hinged mirror set. And you have to bear with me while I try to get it open. And so then it's, you know, that's on a hinge so that I don't have to worry about holding the two pieces open. And so you can see mine's is starting to wear and tear a little bit on the edge because I've been using it for classes a lot. And then what's also nice about the Collins one is that they give you this little grid, and you see those little grid lines, and you can open the mirror on particular slot lines, although I don't use that a whole lot unless I want my mirror to be freestanding. So what I want to show you is that when I open up my mirror on this fabric and I just put it at an angle, and you can kind of see the pattern that's forming there. So if I start to move this mirror, you can see the pattern is changing as I move it. And so then I can take it and place it elsewhere, and you can kind of see all the different designs that I could possibly get if I made this into a quilt top. Now one of the nice things about the hinge mirrors, say that I want something with 6 repeats, or if I want something with 8 repeats, just by expanding the mirror either further out, I get less repeats this way, but if I close it in, I get more repeats. Also, if I just wanted to see what a square would look like on a repeat, I could just do that as well, setting that open in a 45-degree angle here. Now, that's mirror image square, so your square will look just a tad different, but this mirror will let you know right away whether or not a fabric will actually work for stack and whack. And you can see all the different design possibilities here.